dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Good morning, greetings. Welcome to our today's lesson. This is Teacher Belta, and our lesson today is the social study. This is the third lesson. We are going to talk about the school environment. And our subtopic for today, we are going to talk about the physical features. What are the physical features? And we say physical features are natural landforms found on the surface of the earth. The physical features, the natural landforms found on the surface of the earth. Now, when you go around, you find some areas are high, others are low. Some areas are flat, others are covered with water. So some areas are high while others are low, others are covered with water. Now, what are examples of these physical features? And we say examples, we have mountains, we have rivers, forest, ocean, valley, hills. These are the physical features. The mountain, the rivers, forest, ocean, valley, and the hills. These are the physical features. You can see that that's the mountain. That's how the mountain looks like. We have the river. The river is one of the water sources. We have swamp. Swamp is a flat area. It's just a flat area covered with water, and it has plants growing in it. You can see this is water here, but there are plants on it. So a swamp is just a flat area, a large area covered with water. We have valley, and you can see the valley is almost the same as the mountain. What is the difference of the valley and the mountain and the valley? You can see that a valley is a slope between two mountains. We have this mountain and we have this mountain, so we have this slope here. So that's what you call the valley. Then we have forest. Forest is made up of many trees. When we have many trees growing together, it forms a forest. Now, what are important of these physical feature? What are importance of this mountain, the rivers, the ocean, the swamp, the valleys? And we say number one is start with the forest. What is the importance of the forest? And we say forest gives us wood that we use to make furniture. The forest, we get the wood. What are examples of the furniture we make from the wood we get from the forest? You know, you cut the tree, you make it, and then you get the wood. Then the wood you get, you're going to make the furniture. What are examples of the furniture? We have the bed, we have the chair, and we have the table. These are some of the furniture you can make from the wood you get from the forest. Now, number two of the physical feature we have. Number two, we have rivers and lakes. What are importance of rivers and lakes? Now, rivers and lakes are sources of water. So, are sources of water for animals and people. People need water. What we need water for? We need water for cooking. We need water for washing our clothes. We need water for drinking. And we also need water for watering our plants. The animals need water for drinking. Number two, we say rivers and lakes are for some animals like fish. Fish lives in water. So we have fish in water, we have the crocodile lives in water, we have the shark. These are the animals. So we say rivers and lakes are for some of the animals. Then we say some of the rivers and lakes are used to mark boundaries. Now you want to make a boundary from this village to another village. Maybe now there is a river between, so you use that river as a boundary. So you say this village goes up to this river, and the other river starts from this other end of the river. So they are used to mark boundaries, maybe between the villages or maybe between the districts. Number 3, we have mountains and hills. What are importance of mountains and hills? And we say they provide fertile land for growing crops. They provide a fertile, when you go and grow your crops near the, maybe in the on the hills, the crops will do well. Sources of rivers, because they receive a lot of rain. We know up on the mountain there are rivers and there are trees, and these trees they make the rain to come in. So in the rivers there's a lot of rain coming from there. So these are sources of rivers. And we also say they are home for wild animals. Some of the wild animals live up the mountains. These are the examples of the wild animals. These are the giraffe, the snake, the buffaloes, the elephants. So mountains and hills are the home for wild animals. Number 4, we have valley, and we have talked about, before we go to the valley, what is the difference between mountains and hills? They are just the same, but now the mountain is bigger than the hill. The hills are just small, but the mountains are very high. Number 4, we have the valleys, and we say valleys provide fertile soil for growing crops. Some of valleys attract tourists. Who are tourists? We know tourists, these are the people who come into another, these are people move from their country to another country to see the physical features. So the valleys attract tourists. And when the tourists come into a country, we know that the government gets money, the money that they pay, the tax. So some of the valleys attract the tourists. And number 3, we say some rivers flow through the valleys. Some rivers flow from the valleys. Number 5, we have swamps, and we have said swamp is a large area covered with water, and it has plants growing in it. So they are breeding grounds for fish. They have there are plants that growing in, and with these plants we have the papyrus reeds. We get them from the rivers, from the swamps, and they are used to make baskets and the mats. The mats we use at home. Some are they are made using the papyrus reeds. We get it from the swamp. Now, I have an exercise. Let's do the exercise together, and we ask ourselves, what are physical features? And we have said physical features, these are natural landforms found on the earth, on the surface of the earth. Number 2, name 3 physical features. Name 3 physical features. Name 3. Now name 3. These the natural landforms. Number 1, we have the mountain. We have hills. We have rivers. We have lakes, and we have swamps. Number 3, what is the importance of forests? What is the importance of the forest? What are they important for? And we have so said the forest. 1, forest gives us the wood that we use to make furniture. They give us wood for us to make furniture. And number 4, forest is made up of dash. Forest is made up of what? And we say forest is made up of many trees. Many trees make a forest. Many trees make up a forest. Now, that was the lesson today, and today we are talking about the physical features, and we have said physical features. These are the natural landform found on the surface of the earth, and we have talked about the mountains, and we have talked about the rivers, swamps, valleys, and the hills. We have also talked about the importance of these physical features. We have talked about the importance of forest, the importance of mountains, the rivers, where we have talked the rivers are sources of water. So that was our lesson for today. Thank you.